All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is, I was going to say Divine Truth Tarot. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot, formerly Divine Truth Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your support, your endless support on the channel, over on Patreon, for booking personal readings with me. You guys make this possible for me and inspire me to continue making these videos. And I want to say just a big thank you to everyone who's ever watched a video, liked a video, shared a video, donated to the channel, booked a personal reading, supported me over on Patreon, or some of you, all of the above. Because there are times on this journey where things seem really dark and bleak and it feels hopeless. And I'm sort of in one of those tunnels right now where I'm really struggling to see the light. And it would be so easy for me to just sort of curl up in that Four of Swords energy or Hermit energy and not want to deal with anyone or anything. And I feel this pull, this obligation, this responsibility to continue delivering these videos. And especially when there's a message that wants to come out like this morning, I had to get out of bed, make my green smoothie. And by the way, in case, I feel like someone's going to want to know what's in here. There's kale, frozen mango, frozen pineapple, macadamia nut milk, and a little bit of water. That's it. I'm low on grocery items, so that's what I was able to come up with. But I'm trying to take care of myself in the midst of this, just like, it feels like this eternal heartache that I'm experiencing, and want to be raw and honest and vulnerable with you guys, because this is not all cherries and roses and sunshine and rainbows coming out of our asses on this journey. There's a lot of pain as well. There's the highs and the lows. And we are like diamonds, and we're being formed right now like diamonds in the rough. And I'm in that rough stage. I'm in that rough stage. Well, I had a voice crack. I'm in that rough stage where I just can't see the light or how this could work out, or like I feel like I'm kind of stuck on the last thing my counterpart said, which has left me just in this like sheer hopelessness. And I know that so many of you, if not all of you, can relate to feeling this way. So I want to share that in the hopes that it just helps somebody else out there who's feeling the same way, who's feeling crazy, who's feeling like, did I make this journey up? Did I make this, connection up in my mind? Was it real? Does this exist? What are twin flames? Are we real? All of these questions that we have on this journey, especially when we go into distortion. And so I'm feeling really raw and vulnerable today. And I thought, what a great time to go ahead and open up some tarot decks and do a reading for my channel, because I just want to be really honest with you guys about where I'm at and what this feels like. On a business note, I have one more April reading to do, and she knows who she is, so that'll be done later today. And then I'm finally done with April readings. I want to thank you guys for your patience the last 2 months in particular. It's been really challenging, and personal readings take a lot more out of me than collective readings for whatever reason. And so I just need time. I can't force a reading. I can't force myself to do personal readings, nor would you want me to, because that wouldn't be fair to you. And I want to make sure that people understand that it's not because I don't want to do the personal readings, or it's not because I'm intentionally getting behind. It's because of the energies, and they affect me tremendously as an intuitive empath and an INFJ. And so I just need that time to go within and retreat. So I actually did 5 personal readings yesterday, which was a lot for me. So I'll just be doing the one personal reading today, and then I will get started on the batch of readings for May. Those of you who have booked, you know who you are. Please just give me the courtesy of waiting until the end of the month before reaching out to me, and then feel free to inquire at that point if you haven't received your reading, the last few days of May, and I'm happy to respond. These energies have been very intense, and I expect May to be very intense as well, with the 3 retrogrades, Pluto, Mercury, Neptune, as well as the full moon total lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. So yeah, intensity. For those of you over on Patreon, thank you so much for supporting me over there. It means the world, and it really helps inspire me to continue creating content. So you guys, by supporting my channel, even if you've just liked a video or if this is your first time watching a video, just watching the video the whole way through, subscribing to the channel, that all boosts my channel ratings and helps other people find me, and then allows my channel, or our channel rather, to grow. And that's what helps me keep on being able to keep on creating content for you guys. So that's really what I'm here to do. I do expect to be taking somewhat of a break at some point this summer, even if it's just like a week where I just take a break from readings. But I'll let you guys know when that comes up, because readers, we do need that time, right? We do need to take care of ourselves. And I do feel that coming up. Maybe it might be June or July. So we'll see. And I have a move coming up in front of me where I'll be moving states. And so that's obviously, I'll be taking some time off when that happens. But I'll make sure to let you guys know in advance. And I'll be sure to check in here and there when that happens. So let's go ahead and separate the deck. They want me to separate the deck here into 3 separate decks. So what I'm hearing is there's 3 possible scenarios. I did not expect this. This is just what's coming up. Okay, so 3 possible scenarios. All right, let's get a card here for the first one. The World. Yep. This is a theme that's been coming up in a lot of the readings, and this is all about karmic cycles ending and karmic cycles clearing, and then brand new beginnings sprouting from those endings, those inevitable endings. Knight of Wands. Very ambitious, passionate, confident knight that is charging in the direction of his dreams or his desires. This is a divine masculine. This is a divine masculine who's closing up karmic cycles. And if they're not doing it physical, if they've already done it physically, now they're doing it emotionally and mentally, psychologically, like I've expressed. And if you guys are curious, just go back and watch a few of my videos I've been talking about. Even if your masculine has physically left a situation, now they're going back and emotionally and mentally healing from that. Knight of Wands, this is going to be a group of masculines who are ready to charge forward and take some sort of action. They're having dreams about their divine counterpart. They're having aha moments, revelations, epiphanies. And then we've got the third one here, the 6 of Pentacles. These are all really beautiful energies here. So 6 of Pentacles, gifts of money, time, or effort. This is really like a balancing out of energies. The 6 of Pentacles to me speaks of yin and yang, masculine, feminine, black and white, dark and light, the sun and the moon kind of energies. But because it's Pentacles energies, it can definitely talk about what's going on in the 3D realm and your 3D world related to your stability, your financial, your abundance, your income, your money. This is definitely, this is a very auspicious energy, a very magical and uplifting and powerful energy of bringing in gifts, like gifts coming into you in the form of time or effort. So this is a masculine who wants to put in, who's ready to put in the time and effort into this connection. So there are 3 possibilities here. I did not expect this format to be how I was going to do the reading. It's just what's coming up. We're going to go over to very unique tarot deck, the Osho Zen Tarot, based on Osho's teachings. Osho was a poet or prophet, and some very interesting teachings about the world and about why we're here, what we're doing, what we're here to learn, how we learn. All right. Can you clarify for the first group here, the World card, clarify what's going on for them? What is going on for this group of masculines? Interesting. This group, this is Cups energy, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So I'm actually going to put that card back. I just want one card, please. So this is the energy of the Page of Cups. This is a very understanding, if not somewhat like a young kind of an energy. Now, it doesn't, a lot of people sort of look at the pages as young numerically, right? Like a young person, but not necessarily. I feel like a lot of times of the pages, I feel like It's a hopeful energy. So this group of masculines is in a very hopeful place, even if you're not seeing physical movement, I'm hearing. It's important that this group of divine feminines understand that even if you're not seeing physical movement, your masculine is absolutely, he's excited about the prospect of the future. He's come to an understanding and realization about like what he wants out of this life and in this next chapter of his life, in this next cycle that's coming in, okay? And so, gosh, I should have done a pick a card, right? Let's get for the second group here, the Knight of Wands group, what's going on in their world? What's going on with this divine masculine? All right, I'm going to take the 2 cards for this. So we have the the 9 of Cups, and then we have, interesting. Give me 1 second. This is a Pentacles energy, but I'm not sure if it's a Queen or a King. Queen of Pentacles. I thought it was a Queen, yeah. Queen of Pentacles. So, Queen of Pentacles. All right, so we have this energy here of a very solid queen, a queen that's sitting on her throne, a queen that is able to create her own abundance. So the masculine is sort of, it's funny, this Knight of Wands masculine, he knows that time is of the essence, and yet there's a very contradictory energy. When I was doing the personal readings yesterday, there was a lot of contradictory energy, okay? It would be like the Sun card and then the Devil card, and you're like, what? So there is some conflict and some sort of inner chaos that is ensuing right now in these connections, which is causing a lot of confusion. It's causing fear. It's causing insomnia, anxiety, depression. And also the Schumann resonance has been off the charts since April 30th. I mean, crazy, crazy. Like, if you guys can think back to April 30th a few days ago and how you were feeling, I think that was Friday, you were probably feeling it immensely, very intensely, the energies. Extreme exhaustion, fatigue, thirst, hunger, or the absence of all of the above. Just the anxiety, like the world's anxiety, the Earth's Mother Gaia's anxiety and trepidation, fear of what the hell is going on out there in the world. There's just so much that we can't explain to our human egos or human hearts, and we're asked to look beyond, and so much like reflective of this journey, of the twin flame journey. So your masculine here, the 9 of Cups in this deck represents laziness, because it's kind of like wish fulfillment. I have everything I want, and I couldn't possibly need to work for anything else. I already have it. And he sees you as the Queen of Cups. This masculine feels like victorious. He feels like he already has you. He feels like he's not necessarily, it's interesting, this masculine is putting in more work than this masculine. This masculine is like, yeah, I'm excited, I'm passionate, but like I already have her. I already know she's mine. A little bit of cockiness with this group. So, and then the 6 of Pentacles here. Let's get a confirmation. The energies are just really wild right now and hard to predict. Six of Cups. This energy, so 6 is very significant. I'm not really a numbers person, but you guys can look up the meaning of the number 6 or 66. So this person in particular, this could, indicate the month of June. Okay, something significant happening next month in this connection, which I feel very strongly. Yeah, but this is definitely the cup of being nostalgic and remembering the good times. So this masculine definitely wants to give to this connection. I actually feel like this is the more heartfelt group here. This is the group that's a little bit more in their ego at the moment. And this first group is the group that's a little bit more sort of just being, I don't want to say thrown around by the universe, but because it's a major arcana card, it's sort of out of their control. They're just moving through this cycle, and they are developing mental clarity. I know this is a Cups card, which typically talks about the heart and the emotions, but I feel this person's gaining mental clarity. This person is dissolving some ego here, okay? They're going to have a wake-up call, maybe a rude wake-up call at that. And then this last person here is just really in their heart, and really in this place of like, gosh, I remember how good it was, and I know that it could be that good or better again. So really this person is really wanting to put in the effort to this connection. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I know that looks so pretty, I didn't want to mess it up. Virgo North Node. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about what's going to happen next in this first group, the World card. What's going to happen next for this group? Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, Queen of Pentacles in the second group, Queen of Pentacles showing up in the first group. What I like about the Queen of Pentacles is I like that there is an energy of creating a solid foundation. I like that this person is wanting to deal with things in a very, like they want to resolve things with you in a very warm and friendly manner. They want to come to an understanding with you. Like they are actually in the Queen of Wands energy, whereas the second group sees you as the Queen of Pentacles energy. This person is in the Queen of Pentacles energy, and they're just sort of, they're definitely in their powers of manifestation. They're exploring and navigating their powers of manifestation and bringing what they want into their life, and they're manifesting you back into their life is what I'm hearing. So that's an interesting energy. There's some magician energy I feel coming through here as well, because it's like this woman is casting a spell. It's like they're casting a spell on you. They're throwing out their net and hoping that you'll be caught. They don't want to catch anybody else. They want to catch you. So any other suitors that this first group has, they're not even interested. They're just like, you're not my counterpart. You're not my divine feminine. Go away. So let's look at this second group. The Sun. Wow. Really, really auspicious card. A card that really speaks of a new dawn and a new day after something significant has closed out, or just a very, like, the destination being reached happily and with ease and with grace and with gratitude. Success. I mean, the Sun is all about success. It's all about succeeding in something. And I do feel like the confidence in this group is off the charts. This Knight of Fire group, the confidence here. It's and you may kind of think, oh, all of these actually relate to me in my connection. But the Knight of Fire for sure, the Knight of Wands, like he already sees the positive outcome. So it's like he may not be putting in the effort. He may be spurred to take the effort soon, but he may not be putting in the effort, but he can see where this is going to lead. And this is actually a very, very happy outcome for all of these groups. All of these groups, very positive. So this feels good, you know, even as the reader going through what I've been going through, this feels good to see these energies coming through for these connections, because they have been quite challenging. April was pretty hellish. So this last group, the Eight of Cups, yeah, so this person's ready to move on from, I'm hearing, their player ways, their addictions. They're ready to move on from any karmic influences. They're ready for that cycle to just be wrung out, spun out, and forgotten once and for all. But not forgotten in the sense that they're not healing. They want to heal. But it says a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, and spiritual and emotional growth. This person's expanding. This person's going through a lot of changes and shifts. And that's one of the reasons, like, they want more meaning. They realize that every other connection or relationship they've had doesn't compare. It pales in comparison to what they feel for you and what they've experienced with you. We also got the Queen of Swords. So this person is being represented. It's funny, the masculine energy is being represented primarily by the Queen energy. Interesting, right? So the masculine energy is has received clarity in this group as well. So that's definitely an overarching message, is the clarity is being received by these masculines. They're ready to make decisions. It's decisions from the mind, okay, but you can make a heart-based decision in a logical way. It's like they're not letting their emotions overrun them or overrule them. They're actually making decisions that make sense now, but they're doing it from a heart space. And they're making sure that whatever doesn't serve them or doesn't serve your connection or doesn't serve reunion or union energies or mission work is just being completely it's being removed. I'm hearing remove the debris, remove the trash. They're just removing people. They're removing obstacles. That's what it is. This group is removing obstacles from the connection. Okay, so I'm going to kind of combine the groups for a moment here, and let's look at the overall energies of what is going on and what does the feminine most need to know at this time? Possibilities. Stay open to possibility. Two of Wands. Two of Wands can often speak of travel. Oftentimes it's indicative of international travel, which, as we know, is challenging right now for lots and lots of reasons. Won't even go into that, but the Two of Wands is about choices, and it's about making long-term plans, long-term potential. So the masculines, remember, now I'm stepping out to the overarching energy here. The masculines in general feel that there's potential with you. They see the bigger picture, see the eagle's eye perspective, and they're like, there are so many possibilities. They're starting to realize that they don't have to be like locked into one way of thinking or one way of viewing things. That it's like for so long they were confined to this imprisonment of their own mind where nothing would work out and they didn't deserve happiness and they didn't deserve bliss and they didn't deserve a partner that was going to just bring out the best in them and unconditionally love them and support them and accept them, and that they could actually be happy every day in a connection, in a relationship, in a partnership. They didn't realize a true partnership existed. And then they manifested you into their reality, and then you showed up and sort of dropped out of the sky. And then they were like, holy shit, I'm really powerful. I did that, right? Like my masculine manifested the shit out of me. And I know he did because he talked about it all the first night we met. And then the first few weeks, it was all about how this is all he's ever wanted. So they manifested us, and then they got scared because everything they ever wanted was right in front of them. And sometimes we think we're ready for what we want, but then it shows up and we're like, wait, like if $1 million showed up, would you be ready to accept it? And I mean really ready. Would you feel worthy of accepting that job that pays you $1 million? Would you be worthy of accepting that house that's $1 billion? Would you be worthy of accepting unconditional love from a partner? That might be the hardest one to accept out of all of them, is that unconditional love. So this has been what the masculines are working on, is working on being able to accept unconditional love from their feminines. Spirit, can I ask you, what is going to come up next in these connections? What is the next action step the masculines will take? Okay, Seven of Swords. The masculines are going to be removing the masks that's created conflict within these connections by not being authentic and true to themselves. So any sort of deception, betrayal, lies, that sort of energy, or what the feminine has perceived as lies or betrayal or abandonment or rejection or any of that sort of energy where the masculine wasn't being true to themselves, wasn't choosing them, but was choosing somebody else or something else or putting someone else above the feminine, this is going to be revealed for what it truly is. So illusions and deceptions being revealed for what they truly are. I just heard lies exposed and the truth revealed and unearthed. That's pretty heavy. No wonder the energy feels so crazy. Yeah, no shit. The Knight of Wands. No shit, right? The Knight of Wands. we have the Knight of Wands here, okay? Intensity, passion. You look, it's like, I always look at this card like this person is trying to bust through like saran wrap. It's like, like the perseverance, the ambitiousness of knowing that you're going to succeed. I am going to get past this barrier. There's a barrier here. You can see it. There's a barrier that's trying to prevent this person from moving through whatever obstacle has been put in front of them. And they're determined, they're bound and determined to move through it, to push through it. So this masculine is not giving up on this connection. And what's interesting is, I think as the feminine has fallen more into this place of doubt and uncertainty and fear about this connection, will it ever get off the ground? Will we ever have our chance? The masculine has become more and more certain and sure that it will work, which I think is exactly what needed to happen right now. So there has been a trading of places, so to speak. I asked what the masculines want to say to the feminine. Ooh, okay. We have the Moon card, which is the silence card here, okay? There are illusions and there are projections happening, okay? Let this be a lesson, feminines. This is sort of like a gentle slap on the wrist, okay? The masculine's like, don't perceive my silence. Don't project into my silence and make it something that it's not. Don't think that you know. Don't project onto me your fears and insecurities. Don't think that you know what's going through my mind just because I'm silent, just because I'm not speaking. And damn it if I'm not talking to myself right now. Because I have come up with, I'm like the queen of scenarios in my mind. Like, oh, he didn't do this, or he said this, and this means that, and this means that. And it gets us into a lot of trouble, and it really, really brings us a lot more pain. You know, I've said this before. There's the quote, and I think it was Lao Tzu, I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, I think, who said, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. So I've chosen to suffer in certain ways on this journey, as have you. And it's been part of our growth and learning process. But the masculine is very clear here. The masculine is saying, do not perceive my lack of communication or my lack of verbal expression, okay, in the 3D world to mean anything. Stop projecting. 7 of Cups. Stop projecting onto me. Stop creating these possibilities when the only possibility has ever only been choosing me and choosing us, choosing you. Like, don't even, like, stop. The masculine, I can feel like they're annoyed. They're like, stop. They're annoyed with love. Like, they're saying this with love. Like, stop projecting your shit onto me, and don't project this into our connection because it's making it harder for me to come forward. Sort of like keeping them in this state of silence. Okay, Spirit, what else do you wish to say? What else do the masculines want to say to the feminines? 9 of Pentacles. That is my single card. That is the card of a single masculine. A masculine who has freed himself, okay? This is a masculine who, he's saying, I freed myself from karmic obligations. I freed myself from my own mental imprisonment. I am opening my heart. Because you guys have to understand, when we have Pentacles energy, we have heart or cup energy. The cups and the Pentacles are interconnected. They're intertwined. When you, I offered an abundance reading this past month. So when you, I only had one client take me up on that, by the way, but when you're in a healthy place with your emotions, you'll be in a healthy place with your money. When you're in a healthy place about abundance and your money and receiving, you'll be in a healthy place with receiving love. They go hand in hand. So this masculine is doing the work emotionally, not only laying the foundations, creating the wealth, okay, in the physical plane, because they are still a masculine energy. They are concerned about providing. They do want to be those providers. They do want to have that big house where the grandkids can come play, and they do want to make sure that they can take care of you. Even though you don't need it, they still want to know that they can do it. That's important to masculine energy. Now, this is a card about spending some time alone. Okay, this is a card about being comfortable in your own skin, getting to know yourself, getting to love yourself, liking yourself. The masculines are learning how to love themselves, how to accept themselves. I strongly feel like many of them are going to therapy right now. Strong indication that many of them are getting their heads right is what I'm hearing. That's how they're expressing it to me. I'm getting my head right now. so that I can be right for you and a relationship and commitment and for us. Because in the past, even if they were married or in an obligation or relationship, as Dane Cook used to say, relationship, we've all been in those, right? Lessons, so fun. But even if they've been in those commitments, those previous commitments, their heart was not in it. They were in it out of some sort of obligation or duty to a belief system, to family, to society, but it wasn't for them. It wasn't a true love. Now, some of the masculines could be involved. I actually did a reading for a beautiful masculine who identifies, I believe he identifies more as the feminine energy, but masculine in physical nature. So a male DF, and he's married and happily married, but he has this draw to his twin flame. So he has a soulmate that he's married to, and then he has a twin flame. This is rare. This is more rare, but this can happen. Okay. Oftentimes the divine masculine energy is in a karmic connection. But the feminine energy, if you're in a soulmate connection, that can be challenging. Sometimes those soulmate connections will turn karmic in nature in order to free the feminine and in order to bring together the twins. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, the masculines are letting the feminines know with clarity here. I am free. I'm single. I have freed myself from my obligations. Getting my head right, getting my head on straight. Learning how to deal with life and my emotions and my past. They're doing a lot of inner child work and healing as well with a therapist or psychiatrist or counselor. Some of them are even involved in other, like men's groups, where they're getting together and talking about their feelings for the first time. This is huge, guys. There is a huge shift going on. And let me tell you something. Not having the confirmation in the physical world and channeling this stuff is such a crazy ride, because I feel it and I know it, but I don't have any confirmation either, just like you guys don't. This is all channeled information. This is what I'm intuiting, what I'm perceiving, what I'm feeling when I tune into the Divine Masculine Collective. And I tend to be able to tune into them quite well, as do a lot of other readers. And I'm not sure why that is. It's just a gift that I've been given, that they've been given as well. But the masculines, it's like they need a sounding board. They need a place to be able to speak their truth. And I feel like I'm home and I'm a safe place, as are other readers, for the divine masculine to go to feel understood and to understand himself in this journey, or herself in this journey. So the 10 of Swords, it's like you picture the 10 of Swords in your back and you're like, I can't go on any further like this. The masculine's like, look, I couldn't go on anymore. Like, I could not go on anymore suffering. I was so tired of suffering. Something had to give and something had to change. So it did. So they did. And the 10 of Swords is, in this deck, is the card of rebirth. So it would be the card that would come after, let's say, the death card. Then you have the rebirth. And you notice that 10 reduces to 1. So we have the rebirth reducing down to number 1. The 9 of Pentacles, to me, is all about getting to that place of sovereignty. Not just abundant sovereignty or sovereignty with money, but sovereignty with your emotions, sovereignty with your body, sovereignty with your choices, right, masculine? Making choices for you and only you, living for you and only you. So yeah, the rebirth energy coming through very strongly, very potently here. The masculines are picking themselves up, dusting themselves off. And I'm hearing, I'm doing what I have to do. I'm doing what I have to do to better myself. They know that you deserve a king. They will not come in as a page. No, they will not come in. King, queen. They will not come in as that energy, because you can't even absorb that energy anymore. Like, it would actually repel you. You would repel each other. You couldn't, like the ends of a magnet, you couldn't actually come together like that. It's impossible, and the divine has orchestrated it that way. You like that, my arm? Look how pale I am, guys. Oh, that's my elbow from when, it looks really gnarly. That's from when, you can't even see anymore, but that's when I busted my ass roller skating about 2 weeks ago. I've gotten back up twice since, and I'm going to go out today, but it's very scary to get up after a fall when you're an adult on roller skates. But I'm going to get back up and do it again today. because I can do it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Oh my God. I apologize for that rant. Rant over. Okay. I've been expressing myself through song and singing lately. That just came out. So enjoy that. You're welcome. All right. Where were we? Masculine. This is a reading all about the masculines. Page of Wands. Yeah, a playful energy, a playful journey. They want to bring back the fun in your connection. It's been so serious for so long. The heat has been turned up so long, but not in a passionate way. It's been turned up. It's been serious. It's been stale. There's a lot of stagnant energy right now in the world, in the collective. It's like we want to make a move, but we can't, but we need to, but we don't know how, but we don't have the resources, but what the fuck is going to happen tomorrow? And a lot of us are really tired of healing. We're tired of the journey, not even just a twin flame journey. We're tired of healing. We're tired of being told something's going to shift, something's going to change. We're tired of the full moons and the eclipses. We're tired of the Schumann resonance. We're tired of ascension. We're tired of all of it. I'm just going to get real with you guys. We are fucking tired of it. And we want a break. And the masculine energy is coming in saying, can't we have fun again? So I wonder what would happen, feminine, if we all started to, and I know this is challenging, if you're pissed off at your masculine, you're dealing with some triggers, they've done something, they said something, and you have to go back within and heal more stuff within yourself about why did that trigger me? It wasn't really about them hurting me. It was about a trigger that I need to heal, a wound that we thought we'd healed 25 years ago. So the masculines want to bring some humor in. They want to bring some lightheartedness. They want to, I just keep on seeing a masculine playing a song and just wanting to twirl you and dance with you and wanting to just help you connect back to your inner child. So feminines, what if we just all decided to infuse our connections in the 5D with a lot of just playful energy? What if we just did that over the next several days and imagine that sort of melting pot effect or that ripple effect that could have on the masculine energy? Food for thought. Give it a like if you're wanting to do that. Give this video a like, guys. Give it a like anyway, please. But give it a like if you are going to do that. If you think you can do that. If you think you can overcome the triggers, the rejection, the abandonment, the fears, the anger, the pissed offness. I've had it with this energy, this bullshit, and see if you can just step into that playful energy, even just a couple times a day, and send that energy to your masculine. I'm going to do my damnedest. Because the energies, what will that do? What will that do? It will bring in balance. It will bring in temperance. It will bring in that equality in the connection. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the wait for perfect timing message in that card because I don't want to hear it right now. I don't want to hear that shit right now. Shit, I'm done with that shit. You guys are getting a rare form of me. So if you're new to the channel, I mean, this is me. This is me. I don't sugarcoat. I sing. I use different voices. I impersonate. I'm silly. I'm serious. I'm emotional. I'm passionate. I'm all of the above. That is a divine feminine. I contain multitudes, and so do you. The Magician. I'm ready for this damn journey. This is the card that comes after the Fool card, the hero's journey. I am ready. Let's do the damn thing. I'm ready. Let's pursue our goals, lofty goals, our ambitions. I'm ready. I'm ready to tackle this. The masculine is ready. Look at all these cards. He's having a rebirth. He's single or becoming single. If he's only single in his mind, that's cool because he's going to be single in his physical space not too soon after that. Trust me, the divine is taking control of these situations and what's going on Earth also. If you want to hear more about that, come over to Patreon because I'm starting to really speak up more on Patreon about what I think about what's going on in the world and world events and where we're headed, why we've taken this lower timeline, and what we can do to protect ourselves, especially women. Protect your wombs, okay? Protect yourself. It's imperative. We're involved in an experiment right now. We are in the matrix. That's all I'm going to say about that. This is not a statement of judgment. This is a statement of caring and concern for humanity and for the trajectory that we are on. More over on Patreon. Okay, so we have a masculine who's like, I know what my gifts are. They're starting to really come into their gifts and their power, and that's really going to assist the connections because it's going to give the feminine a little bit of a break that she really feels like she needs at this time. And the masculine's sort of taking control in some ways. All right, let's get a card here. What was that? Just curious. Oh, interesting. Let's get a card here for the masculines and the feminine. Let's get a card for union energy. Tell me about union energy for the collective. Union energy. Woohoo! Oh, well, damn. No! I said no. I said no. Shit. Really? You wouldn't do that? You did that thing? You did that? 7 of Pentacles patience? Ah, shit. I don't know how I feel about I know actually exactly how I feel about that. I don't feel good about that at all. All right. I'm not going to take the ones that fell on the ground because I just don't think that I need to. 7 of Pentacles. Wait, my dear, you've planted the seeds and now it's time. Step away from the boiling water, it won't boil. You have cupcakes, beautiful divine masculine cupcakes baking in the oven. Step away, divine feminine, step away, dear. Wait for the ripeness to ensue. Wait for it. I can't believe we got patient. Ah! Okay, so there is something that is still germinating, that is coming to fruition. You can see her pregnant little Buddha belly. She's all looking peaceful and shit. You may not feel so peaceful and shit yourself. I don't feel very peaceful. I feel very aggravated, very agitated right now, very frustrated. And this reading, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. This has been so incredibly divinely healing for me to laugh and to play, and that just came out of me. So I needed this so much. Thank you guys for helping me to heal by supporting me, watching my videos, liking, subscribing, all of my incredible moderators. You guys are amazing badasses. And I think I'm going to end the reading there. Okay, wait, there's one more message from the masculines. This is going to be a 15 to 20 minute reading. Now it's 45 minutes. It always happens. Integration. Masculines are saying, I'm working on integrating, and they're working on their inner union, and they'd like the feminine to work on her inner union as well. See something here. I think this is a justice card. I want to see something. No, this is the balance card. No, my bad. Wait. No, that is the balance card. That is the balance card. Okay, so we have the temperance card twice. The temperance. Bringing balance in. Bring the balance in. Okay, so yeah, the masculine's just like, look, I'm bringing in balance. I'm bringing in equanimity into this connection. And look, we have yin and yang, kundalini energy. Yeah, night and day, dark and light. As above, so below, all of that integration. So the masculine's like, look, I mean, this is 2 messages. The masculine's saying, I'm working on balance, both within and without, in my internal world, in my external physical world. And they're just saying, you do the same thing. Continue to work on that inner union. Bring in the playfulness. All will be well. All right, guys, I send you lots of love, lots of support, joyful, playful energy. God knows we need it right now. This month gonna be cray. Gonna be cray. Crazier than the others. How is that possible? We are gearing up in so many ways. There's so many shifts that you cannot see with your own 2 eyes. So stay tuned, guys. More to come. I love you guys lots. See you soon.